Special thanks to Toys and Things in Danvers, Massachusetts, Reaper Miniatures, Off the Wall Games in Hadley, Massachusetts, Games and Friends in Springfield, Massachusetts, as well as AAA Games Arena in Wilbraham, Massachusetts. If you enjoy the show, help the podcast grow. Give us a follow on Twitter at LordsBroken, join the community Discord, and maybe consider offering a small tribute to the old ones on our Ko-Fi. All these links and more can be found in our link tree at linktr.ee/The Broken Lords. Thank you.
Bad news, Jordan. We're in that life already.
Bad news, Jordan.
You're in one.
Part of me also thinks we're overthinking this cross into the bog thing. I could see by your stunned silence that I am far off course.
Why not make it easier on ourselves if we don't have to, right? Like, we could spend a little bit of extra time, check out us, find a good spot to try and enter.
Right. This thick shit's been shitty thick.
This dummy thick bog. So the dank bog is now protected by a dummy thick thorn wall? Is that what we're hearing here?
Yes. The dank bog and the dummy thick thorn wall.
Let's head west and clap some cheeks, boys.
You stick your hand in there and see how you feel about it. Nah, Ricardo is taking the path of least resistance.
All right, you have a better visual on all this shit now?
Yeah.
It only took us like 18 sessions to get here, don't worry about it.
For those wondering, this is the first time we've witnessed the map of what we've done. We've been just Spirited of the Mind at the entire...
A rough map. It's not accurate because, like, you guys haven't been... like trying to map shit on banana leaves or anything like that.
We've been more focused on getting the fuck out of here.
This is Octomer's mental map,
right?
The
only thing I was really asking about was this big scar right here.
Yeah, and that's the ravine. So that's what you snuck up to scout. Peering down in it, you see fog like a couple 100 feet down.
Okay, so that's a bad ravine.
Yes.
You see fog?
Fog, F-O-G, right?
Yeah.
Like, mist? Or like...
Yeah, like spooky, scary bullshit down there. Probably a sorcerer jerking off into a cauldron or some shit.
Whoa. Yikes.
You're gonna have to cut that out. It's more than 3.8 fluid ounces.
Nah, keep it.
If he's only got 3.8 fluid ounces in the chamber, he's not dealing with a lot. We got a small ball wizard over here.
Look at the situation you found yourself in and tell me this is not just riddled with tiny dick energy, because it is.
Listen, tiny dick energy is different from a small ball wizard, okay? When you're dealing with the occult, you gotta know exactly what you're walking into.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. The classification of petty magicians continues. This is very important information.
Expanded.
Yeah, no, this is critical information for people.
I'm gonna update the wiki later.
Small ball wizard.
This is ripe Broken Lords lore.
We're fleshing
right
out
here.
the wrong lore, guys.
Small ball wizard, =, cross out, =, tiny thing.
It's immigrating south.
I realized the map was extremely close to the top of the page, so I moved it down so I'd have more room to update it. Because you're like a little over a third of the way through, and I might need to make this page bigger.
I see.
Is Octomer able to get close to the edge of the ravine?
Yeah, I'm peering down into it.
Is there anything like the sound of a waterfall or the sensation of air like rising up to meet him?
Are you projecting these questions to my boy October psychically?
Yes, well, okay. I can't do it psychically. I guess I am thinking of it more as like asking him about it when he makes his return to camp.
Fair.
I would like to ask him about the ravine later. I'm curious about if maybe there's a river down there, and if so, what could that mean? Like, I just feel like if I've traveled around, then maybe I've seen something like this. I don't know. Maybe. Big maybe.
I'm gonna take my time headed back
Okay.
because I'm more interested, I guess, in the dummy thick thorn wall. So I'm just gonna kind of make my way back along with that.
I need Vega to give me another. What do you want to try and make 2 more swords? What do you want to do?
I think 2 more swords will suffice for now.
All right, give me another crafting check then.
All right. Vega can attempt.
Normally, I wouldn't even make you roll for this, but because you are trying to do it with, not the week and a half that you had last time.
Right, we're trying to be on the move on this one. I can get to add an extra d20, so spending the momentum, I'll roll 4 on this.
It's going to be a difficulty 2 because you're under a time limit. Look at that, 3 successes. You want to plug that back into the momentum?
Yeah, let's keep the party turning. Let's keep that bank rolling.
Okay.
Is it 1 for 1? Oh yeah, right, because it's a difficulty 2, you said, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Alright. I have 2 more S words. They are not as scary as the shitty gator S word. Stone S word, brackets, croc.
Brackets croc.
Yes.
Alright. So, October,
Yes.
you make your way kind of straight north from where you were, and you see there's enough of a gap in the thorn wall, right about where I moved your token to, that you think you could get the party in there.
Okay, so no cutting required.
No, it would be very, very difficult for you to hack your way, but you go in maybe 10, 15 feet, being careful to look out for any strange animals or monsters.
Yeah,
And it does look like there's actually paths inside of here.
that's bad. Okay. So I've scouted out a nice ambush location. I'm gonna head back and collect the party.
Yeah. It's a little too chaotic to be a nice ambush location. Maybe like a second or third choice ambush location.
I mean, maybe. I guess that depends on what's gonna ambush us.
To you, it looks like game trails in there, although
What game can
you're
chill
not
in there?
exactly sure how they formed.
Yeah, what game likes walking around in a dank bog?
Well, we're talking about the shitty Briar Town. It was where you're currently.
Right, but like, who's gonna make a game trail to the edge of through Thorn Valley to shitty Bog Town and then just turn around and leave?
Things trying to escape a dragon.
They'd have to have jumped over a fucking ravine and walked like 5 miles through the woods. Am I reading that wrong?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's not infeasible that other creatures have taken the same path we took. Made some conclusions that we did.
It's true.
And you're not wrong to be paranoid because you're in a shitty wizard valley where bad things are about.
Non-paranoid people die to picks every year, alright? Like I said, it's time to go collect the boys and show them the door to the bog.
October comes back and he's able to get you guys to that gap in the thorns pretty much around dusk of the current day.
Ooh,
Do we really want to enter at dusk?
no.
Alright.
Forgive the
All right.
abruptness of my answer, but no.
All right.
I don't want to do this in the dark, if possible.
Well, we'll spend one last night south
On
of
this
the
side.
dummy thick thorn wall. Stop laughing! It's what it's called!
Is the canonical name now.
I'm trying to stay in character! Fucking bullshit.
October gets excited whenever he sees dummy thick thorn walls.
There's more than one?
Start profusely sweating.
Back home, they called him the dummy thick thorny explorer.
Is this a regular thing?
Used to be called Thorndiver.
Is this what keeps the pics out? Like, what? I need
Look, there's not a lot to
information.
talk about in the Borderlands, alright? This is the kind of shit they talk about.
You sit around the fire, one of you is like, "Did you hear about Thorndiver?" No, what do you do? Dove into a thorn patch.
My palm is firmly nestled in my forehead right now.
Thorndiver.
This is called RP, Sunshine. Look it up.
Okay, sure, buddy. Whatever you say.
Oh
Thorndiver.
my god.
So we're making camp.
So, we've scouted this cave. It's dusk. I imagine we're getting a fire going. and discussing what else Octimer has seen round these parts. Maybe not. Maybe we're just eating and being miserable because we've been here for 4 weeks.
I think there's a little bit of that, and I guess I gestured towards the ravine area. I'm like, anything interesting that way?
Hundreds of feet. A lot of fog at the bottom.
Fog?
Yup.
Could you hear anything?
Nope.
Yeah, it definitely was like eerie quiet around there. You're not sure if that was like peripheral dragon territory quiet or if it was something specifically about the ravine, though.
If it was described to me as like 100 feet down, there could have been a fucking band playing at the bottom, and I wouldn't have caught too much of that.
It's true. Fog is water, and I just feel like it wouldn't just be there. What would that mean? I'm gonna mull over what I know about the physical science or equivalent thereof of this world.
To be fair, dragons aren't supposed to be here either. And yet one was gonna eat us about a week ago.
Oh, sure. And I think I'm just more wondering, is there water nearby? And if so, where is it?
Well, Octimer did find some water sources to drink from. He was able to fill up your water skins.
Yeah, but...
So far, there's been a lot of water in this valley. You had the giant system of lakes.
I was thinking, remember, like right behind the canyon, there was a well.
Yep, right next to the
it was
cabin.
a well or a water. Like it, and you mentioned it's hotter here.
It was a sweetwater spring right here.
Right, and you mentioned it's hotter. Did you? I thought I heard you right. It's hotter in up north.
The further north you've been going since you got past the plateau, it's slowly been getting hotter. It's hot enough to be unpleasant right now, but not stifling yet.
Maybe because of it is hotter up here. If it was like a drinking well or runoff from the ravine forming a pool, would it not be more likely to fog?
I just wondered that there isn't a river all the way down there.
If you'd like to climb down and check, be my guest. I'll spot you with the rope.
I would. I don't see myself succeeding at the endeavor, though. That's the only problem.
Same. Unfortunately, in my calculations, the only way out of this damned valley is still north.
I guess the only problem is I would not want to risk going all the way back to east to wrap around to the other side of the ravine.
We're north of the ravine already.
That's what I mean. We'd have to wrap back east and south, and then go back west, and then if that's a dead end, then we'll have to go all the way back here and do that trip all over again.
What if it keeps getting hotter as we go?
Then we'll have to get used to being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm already uncomfortable.
We have to pray for more water too, then. No way to drink one from the bog either. Ugh.
Cole, you're an alchemist, right?
Yes. I've been keeping my eyes out for upas trees, but not much luck on them.
Have you had to purify water in your line of work?
Yes.
Then perhaps if we're desperate, may not be great, but maybe we can find some bog water if we have to. I know. I don't like chunky water either.
I was just saying, there's a pregnant silence after that. Maybe, perhaps an absolute worst case scenario.
Yeah, of course. A silk sheet would be great.
Yes, it would.
I wish for steel myself if we're going to be going that fanciful.
I could do with my home.
Same. I do miss it.
We just need to cross this bog, and we'll be one step closer. I'll take first watch. You guys get some sleep.
Wake me up for middle.
Will do. Cole, you good for last?
Yes.
All right. Until tomorrow.
Good night, Octimer.
All right. First watch is all me, then.
All right. Give me an observation test.
Yeah, I could fuck with those.
Uno.
I got one success.
All right. All seems quiet.
Good enough for me. I will wake up Ricardo, and I will try to catch what sleep I can.
Mr. Vega, give me an observation test.
All right. I will use the momentum that he didn't use because I'm a greedy boy and I'm going to have a low observation.
Everything seems quiet. And now for third watch with 0 momentum in the tank.
With 0 momentum and 0 past successes, we have the dancing barbarian himself. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Cole.
Hey, we got Uno success.
He succeeded.
Impressive. It's because you hyped him up like that.
I'll be sure to do so forever into the future.
Absolutely.
Everything is nice and quiet all night long. In the distance, once or twice, you hear the shuddering, pounding steps that might be the dragon, but they are far, far away. It is now early morning. Everybody wakes up. Food and drink are distributed, and we'll do a survival check from Octomer just to make sure that we keep our 1 week supply before you go in there.
Right. Top off, as it were.
If we're going to be going into the dank bog, I'd prefer to have full rations. I'm going to use both of my skills.
Reduce it to difficulty 0.
Yeah. Because I'm a weirdo, I'm going to roll bones. I generate 1 extra momentum, I guess.
You do see some more ingredients you could get, Phaedra.
I like that, actually, a lot. Ingredients can be exchanged for what we need later, so I'll take
All right, another 2 ingredients, Phaedra.
A pleasure doing business with you.
With that, it's time for our good guide Thorndiver to breach the thorn wall yet again.
I'm gearing up. Do I have to roll anything to breach the dummy thick thorn wall?
Not yet.
Okay.
Would you like backup?
I would love backup.
All right. As prepared as you can be to pass this bizarre thorn wall and make your way into the dreaded swamp, it is finally time to pick up things and move. Time, perhaps, to make it 1 step closer to escaping this wretched place. With no small amount of trepidation, but a healthy dose of hope, our heroes breach the gap in the thorn wall and make their way into shadowed darkness.